Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions playthrough. Today we're going to be doing Miss Marvel versus the Sinister Six. So because the Sinister Six is a little involved, let's go through Miss Marvel stuff first. We've got Kamala Khan here. She's 5 recovery, 6 hand size, 10 health. Teen Spirit is as an action, discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a Miss Marvel card, then add that card to your hand. We can do this once per round. And we've got Miss Marvel here. She's 1/1/1. And then Morphogenics response after you play attack, a thwart, or defense event. Exhaust Miss Marvel to return that event to your hand with the 5 hand size. We've got Sinister Synchronization as the first main scheme. We have Doc Ock, Electro, Hobgoblin, Kraven, Scorpion, and Vulture. And then we're using Guerrilla Tactic as course. And it says choose X villains at random where X is 1 more than the number of players and put those villains into play. Place the active counter on the villain with the lowest activation and set aside the other villains. Put the light at the end side scheme into play with the trap side face up. And then we've got as an ambush as a special. Choose a set aside villain at random. Put that villain into play and place the active counter on it. And then force interrupt when a villain would be activate. If no villains are in play, resolve the ambush effect and continue the activation. It starts with 2 threat and needs 8 to move on to the next part. We've got light at the end of the tunnel. Permanent, it's a 10 hinder, so it's going to add 10 threat, and it starts with 10. Players cannot win unless they escape. Force interrupt is when the last threat is removed from this scheme. Resolve the ambush ability from the main scheme. Flip this card, and the players can escape on the other side. So we're going to have to get rid of all the threat here. So I've got a bunch of threat counters there. We're going to shuffle this up. Our first and our second villains here. So our first, the first villain is going to be Scorpion. He's 0/3. After Scorpion attacks and damage, you stun a character you control. Move the active counter to the next villain in the activation order. He's got 10 hit points. We've got Vulture. After Vulture attacks you and damages you, choose to discard 1 card from your hand. Move the active counter to the next villain in the activation order. And they all have, when defeated, remove 4 threat from a side scheme, but 7 if there are no other villains in play, and set the villain aside. So he's going to come in with the active counter. Alright, so a lot of setup there, but let's go ahead and move on to our stuff. So 6 cards. He doesn't threat for anything. Okay. So we have Wiggle Room. That'll be good for his attacking. And I kind of like this. And I kind of like this. And actually, I'm going to keep melee too. Okay, let's discard. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, hello. Okay, so let's do our ability to discard. Oh, when we get Nakia. Oh, okay, hold on. This makes things really interesting. Oh, dear. I'm going to keep Wiggle Room, and I want to sneak by to keep the threat down. So let's go ahead and discard Sneak By for Nakia. Exhaust Nakia to reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase by 1. So let's exhaust Nakia. We're going to flip. And I am going to discard Strength for Melee. Melee is going to do 3 damage to an enemy and then 3 damage to another enemy. So that is a total of 3 here. We're going to exhaust Miss Marvel to get this back. Oh. I need to keep Wiggle Room. But Sneak By, I need the threat removal, and I don't think I have much threat removal. Oh, that's tough. Because I want to keep this for the damage. We're just going to do it because I want to keep the threat down. So we're going to do Sneak By. We discard those 2 to get rid of that. Yeah, we're going to keep Wiggle Room. We're going to draw up. I did not like that at all. That was not a good position to be put in. It's fine. All right, we're going to add threat to the main scheme. He's going to hit for 3. 4, 5, 6. We're going to Wiggle Room, draw a card, and then as a response, we're going to exhaust to get Wiggle Room back, and then replay Wiggle Room to draw another card. And I believe that's correct. Because of timing window, I believe I can do that. So if I can't, let me know, but I'm almost certain that that's correct. So I will take no damage from this activation, and I will draw 2 cards. And then because he doesn't damage me, he doesn't move over, so we're going to flip to the next thing, which is... Okay. The villain and each minion engage with you attacks you. He's going to hit for 3. We're going to take the hit. 1, 3, 4. We're stunned. And then this is going to move to the next person. Okay, that was less than ideal, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, so let's discard Valkyrie for Biokinetic Polymer Suit. Exhaust Biokinetic Polymer Suit to generate a wild resource for an event. We're going to go ahead and do that and do First Aid. So we're going to heal 2. Somewhere. Let's discard Tigra for Bruno. So Bruno comes in, exhaust Bruno, or as an alter ego action, exhaust Bruno to attach 1 card from your hand face down here, and then as an action, exhaust Bruno to add up to 3 cards attached here to your hand. We're going to flip down. Let's do our Teen Spirit ability to discard for a Miss Marvel card. We have Big Hands. Let's do Bruno to attach Big Hands to there. I'm going to keep this, and we're going to draw up. Okay, we're going to add Threat. He's going to scheme for 1. Just 1. This gets moved over, and then we're going to flip. Partnership of Pain. The villain with the lowest activation order value schemes for plus scheme, where X is the number of total scheme of all our villains in play. So he's going to scheme for plus 1. So 1... 2. Oh, this doesn't actually move. Yeah, it only moves when they attack. So he schemes for 1. He'll scheme for 1. This comes back. He schemes. So this is only 1. Okay. Because this is No. This moves over. It's right. Never mind. It moves over. Okay, I think that's right. I might have messed that up. If I did, it's off by a little bit. My bad. Okay. Argo, let's go ahead and do her ability again. That's Big Hands. Let's exhaust him to put Big Hands here. We're going to use Nakia to reduce the cost of something by 1. We're going to flip. I need to get rid of this stinking, stun. We'll discard Piercing Strike and First Aid for Helicarrier. Let's attack to remove that. And then we'll play, we'll exhaust Biokinetic Polymer Suit and Helicarrier for Big Hands. Or actually, hold on. Actually, we're gonna discard. We're gonna do Suit and Power of Aggression for Dropkick. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if you paid only using fist resources. Stun that enemy and draw 1 card, which we would have used only wild, which would have been stunned. So it's gonna hit him for 4. He's stunned, and then we're gonna draw a card. Oh, I could press the advantage, do 2 more, and draw another card, or I could Big Hands him and take him out entirely. No, this is what we're going to do, actually. We're going to exhaust Helicarrier and discard Press the Advantage for Big Hands to deal 4 damage to an enemy. He's dead. We'll move 4 threat from a scheme, from a side scheme, and then we're going to end our turn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got to deal with that. So do I have something to deal with that? I do. Sneak by. Perfect. Okay. That's going to go up. He's going to attack but can't. We have a card here. He's going to attack us. So he's going to attack for 3. We're going to wiggle room it. So we're going to draw a card, and he's going to do no damage to us. Perfect. Okay, good. We're in a good spot. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a lot of stuff here. So first off, we're going to play Energy for Shrink. When you play in a thwart event, exhaust Shrink to increase the amount of threat that's removed by the event by 2. We're gonna do we're gonna do the Suit. What do I have saved down here? 2 big hands. We're gonna do the suit and discard dropkick. No, we're gonna discard. We're gonna do suit and helicarrier for sneak by, and then exhaust this to remove 5 threat from there. We are then going to. How much health does he have? He has 7 health, or 3 health, 7 damage. I think I want to. If I pull back sneak by, it's not going to really do a whole lot. This is only going to do 2, which is not enough. So we're not going to pull back. We're going to hit for 1. And then discard press the advantage for 2 more, making it 10 total. That's going to remove 7 off of here, so putting this at 9. And I think that's it. Okay, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Add threat. They would activate but can't, so we're going to add in one of these. Vulture comes back. He's going to attack for 2. What do we have for that? This is what we have for that. We have nothing. So we either take the damage, and then we'll have to discard a card at random from our hand. I'll take the hit, obviously. So 2, 3, 4. So we're at 4 health. We're going to have to discard a card at random. Red Dagger is the only one that I'm... Like, I want to keep First Aid and Mockingbird. So if everything else gets discarded, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Encounter card. Robotic enhancements. When revealed, put the set-aside Dr. Octopus and Scorpion into play. If Octopus is already in play, confuse, and if Scorpion's in play, stun. Scorpion, Doc Ock. I think this is the first time Doc Ock's come out, so 2/2. After Doc Ock attacks and damages, you place 1 threat on each scheme and move it to the next person. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so let's Polymer Suit for First Aid. I can hit him for a lot of damage. But it's going to wrap around to Dr. Octopus. That's fine. Let's do this. Let's actually... We'll leave it. We're going to Helicarrier and discard Piercing Strike and Mockingbird for drop kicked for 4 damage, and then because we used the fist icon, we're gonna only fist icons. We're gonna stun Vulture, and we'll draw a card. There's an encounter card there. And we have a mirror, which would be nice to play. Let's exhaust this to add these back to our hand. And I'll discard 1 big hands for a mirror. So after exhaust a mirror to place 1 card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck and then draw a card. So let's get the supports over there. Do the upgrades over here. And then let's ping 1 on Scorpion. I'm going to keep big hands and we'll draw up. Okay. Okay, remove. Okay, we're going to add a threat. He's going to attack but can't. And then encounter card. Encounter card number 1, Painful Partnership. The villain with the lowest activation order value schemes with X scheme where X is equal to the total scheme of all their villains in play. So lowest activation order, he's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. Place 1 threat on each scheme. He's going to scheme for 4. Place, what does this say? 1 threat on each scheme. So he's going to scheme for 4, which is going to pop that. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so this says choose a set-aside villain at random, put it in play, and place the active counter on it, even if another villain has it. And it comes in with 3. Okay. Second encounter card. Brute Force Barricade. Threat cannot be removed from other side schemes. All right, great. All right. So we've got a lot of stuff going on here. What can we do to mitigate this situation? We're going to first off Polymer Suit and Helicarrier and discard Spider Girl for melee to do 3 and then 3 to another enemy. So 3 to Vulture. Oh, it's going to take 4 off of this. And then we'll do 3 to... we'll do 3 to Scorpion. Do I want to bring melee back to my hand is the question. No, I'm not going to bring melee back to my hand. I'm going to thwart 1 from here. I'm going to discard these 2 for big hands for 4 damage. And then I'm going to flip down. We are going to do our Teen Spirit and discard until we get a Miss Marvel card, which is Sneak By. And then we're going to do a Mirror to put a card on the bottom of our deck. And draw a card. And then we'll use Bruno to attach Sneak By there. And I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and press the advantage. Okay. All right, we're going to add threat to the scheme. He is going to scheme for 1, 2. Oh dear. Activation's not going to, the counter's not going to move off of him because he doesn't damage. And then we've got Taunting Presence. Attach the villain with the most remaining hit points. If you cannot resolve the ambush effect, threat can't be removed from the thing. Okay, most remaining hit points is going to be Craven. Cannot remove threat from there, but that's fine. Okay, let's do Teen Spirit again. Red Dagger. Let's exhaust a Mirror. What do I want? We'll put Martial Prowess. Draw a card. Oh, Wiggle Room. Nice. Okay. So we have a lot of stuff going on here. What did I give him? I gave him Sneak By. We might want to keep the other Sneak By, because I can remove 5 off the main threat. So let's exhaust Bruno to attach this under here. We're going to flip. Oh, hold on. Before we flip, let's exhaust Nakia. So the next card we play is 1. So we're going to do this for free, basically. We're going to do 2 damage to Scorpion. It's going to remove 4 threat from a side scheme. We are going to exhaust Polymer Suit and Helicarrier for Sneak By, and then exhaust that to remove 5 threat total. I'm going to exhaust Miss Marvel to get Sneak By back. Actually, hold on. Using only Fist resources. So instead of Helicarrier, let me do a little bit of a mulligan. Instead of Helicarrier, let's discard Red Dagger. And then we'll Helicarrier. So when I did Sneak By, I discarded Red Dagger and Polymer Suit. We're going to Helicarrier and then discard Strength for Dropkick. So I can do 4 damage to an enemy, stun him, and draw a card from using only Fist resources. So there's the 4 damage and the stun. To draw the card, Power of Aggression. Let's discard Power of Aggression to play Press the Advantage, do 2 more damage, and then because he's stunned, we're going to draw another card. Oh, big hands. Actually, I'm going to keep that. Or do I want to Big Hands Dr. Octopus and discard Wiggle Room? Because we're going to be good for an attack, but I want to keep Wiggle Room. Alright, that's it. We're going to keep this stuff. 1, 2. That's fine. I ran through my deck plenty anyway. Alright, so we're going to add that here. He's going to attack but can't because he's stunned. And counter card. The villain schemes. So he's going to scheme for 1. Just 1. Alright. That's fine. Oh, and let me remove all this. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so let's thwart 1 off of here. That's gone, and it's in our victory pile, so that's gone. Let's discard... Did I want to do that? I don't know. Let me think about that again. I want to keep one of those. And I want to get melee off. So what can we do for that? If I melee, that's gone. This is gone. I can take 7 off of, or 4 off of that. I want to take the scheme off of that with sneak by, which I have 2 here. So yeah, maybe we exhaust for the sneak buys. We Polymer Suit and Helicarrier for sneak by to remove 3. I'm going to thwart 1 for this. That's fine. And then we're going to discard the 2 sneak buys and a wiggle room. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 sneak buys and a wiggle room for melee to do 3 damage to him. He's gone. 3 damage to him. And then because we took him out, that's gone. And then I think that's it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to add threat. He's going to hit for 2. 3, we're going to wiggle room to prevent 3 damage and draw a card. Nice. Life-size decoy. The engaged player cannot thwart side schemes. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. Can't thwart side schemes. So, I wish I had another wiggle room. Maybe I should have got it back to my hand. That's fine. We'll discard First Aid to play First Aid to give us 2 health. We can take a little bit of a... Or actually, hold on. We'll do that for First Aid. We'll do this for another First Aid. We'll discard Genius for Big Hands to do the 4 damage here. And then I'll swing 1 for 5. And then, that's it. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's Embiggen. Nice. Okay. So, we're going to add threat. He's going to swing for 2. We're going to take the hit. So 2 damage to us. And then we're going to place 1 threat on each scheme. Hidden in the shadows, each enemy gains 1 hazard icon. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, let's do Helicarrier and First Aid for Embiggen. So Embiggen is when you play an attack event, exhaust it to increase the damage by 2. We're going to exhaust Polymer, or going to actually exhaust Power of Aggression for Piercing Strike. So deal 3 damage to an enemy. This attack gains Piercing. We're going to exhaust Embiggen to do 5 damage, which is going to take him out. It's going to remove that from there. I guess I could have flipped that, but I have no way of getting rid of that other one, so it's fine. We're gonna take the slow approach on it. I'm gonna thwart one off of here, and I'm gonna hold on to big hands. We can kind of annihilate this next villain that comes in from, like, with what we have. I mean, big hands will do 6 damage. And then if I can ready it back up, that's 10. So that should clear anything. We can flip the next we can flip the side scheme. So we should be okay on that. What do we have? Yeah, okay. So he's going to activate but can't. So we're going to do the ambush effect to bring in Electro. After Electro attacks you and damages you, discard the top 7 cards of your deck. And I don't have wiggle room, so we're probably going to take the hit. So he's going to attack for 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are gone. And we're taking 3 damage. 2 encounter cards. Encounter card number 1. The villain attacks. He's going to attack for 1. I think we're going to block it. I need to reduce the amount of damage I'm taking. So 1, 2, 3. In expert mode. Okay. So we're going to do 3. We're only going to take 2 of the damage. But we have discard 7 cards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Surprise! When revealed, resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme if no villains are put in play. Okay. And that comes in. Alright. So I've kind of messed up myself with that, but that's okay. I think we can make this work. So what we're going to do here first is I'm going to Polymer Suit, Helicarrier for big hands, and then we're going to exhaust and big in to do 6 damage. We're going to do 6 to Electro. We are then going to Power of Aggression for Martial Prowess to exhaust Martial Prowess to generate a fist resource for an attack event. We're going to do that for Press the Advantage to do the 2 damage to him. So he's gone. That's going to remove 4 threat from here. So let's put us at 3. I'm going to flip down. Let's exhaust Bruno to add that back to there. We'll exhaust Amir to put... Oh, so many cards got dumped. Wiggle room back in. Draw a card. Let's do Teen Spirit. Or sneak by. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to end our go. I'm going to keep both of those. Drop to 6. Nice. Okay. Threat. He's going to scheme for 1. Just 1. Encounter card. Surprise! Do the ambush ability. We've got Vulture. Okay, let's see what we have here. So let's Teen Spirit again. I know at least on the bottom is wiggle room. Sneak by. Okay. Let's do a mirror. So basically whatever card we want, we're going to put it back. So I'm going to put melee. And then we'll draw, which we're going to get wiggle room. Okay, we have a big hand here. So we're going to do Nakia, and we're going to... Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Do I want to exhaust Bruno to save something? What do I have underneath him? Sneak by. Let's exhaust Bruno to put... Piercing... No, I want to keep Piercing Strike. We'll do it for the other sneak by. Now we're going to exhaust Nakia and flip. We're going to do Polymer Suit for sneak by to remove 3 threat. And at this point, I'm going to do this, remove 5. So that's all gone. And then we'll exhaust Miss Marvel to bring it back to our hand. Actually, I'm not going to do that. We're going to let it go. That's just gone. Okay. If I swing on Vulture for 4, he's stunned. I can make it 6 and kind of set us up well for the next round. And then maybe hit Craven. We'll keep Wiggle Room. So let's exhaust Martial Prowess, Helicarrier, and we'll discard Piercing Strike for Dropkick. That's going to do 4, 5, 6 to him and stun him. And we'll draw a card. Which we're going to get an encounter card for. Let's discard these 2 for big hands for 4 damage on Craven. And then we'll exhaust Miss Marvel to bring it back to our hand. And I think that's it. I think that's it. And we're going to draw up. Okay. We're going to have a big turn next turn. Because I've got these sneak buys here. If I can get them both off, that's 8, 9, 10's threat. Taking him out is going to remove this. I think we might be able to win next turn. Like legit, I think we might be able to win next turn. So we're going to try it. So we're going to add threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack but can't. We're going to add an encounter card. First encounter card's High Fashion. Put Electro and Craven in. Okay, so Electro comes in, which actually kind of puts a damper in our deal. If Craven is already in play, discard the lowest cost card you control. Okay, I'm going to let Amir go. And then Life-Size Decoy, we can't remove threat from a side scheme. Okay. That just threw some wrinkles into my plans, but I think we might, maybe we'll still make it work. Okay, so I'm going to exhaust Bruno. Oh, this is undone. To get back my 2 cards, my 2 sneak buys. All right. Yeah, that kind of puts a damper in my deal. The Life-Size Decoy really throws me for a loop here. But this says we can't thwart side schemes. This just says remove threat. So I think we're fine. So when this flips, let's think about this. When this flips, it gets 15. But we can't thwart it. And thwarting it would be using the sneak buys. So the Life-Size Decoy does give us a problem. I can dropkick Craven to take out the rest of the threat on the side scheme. Oh man, what have we got going on here? The Life-Size Decoy is really giving me a hard time though. Let's Helicarrier and Suit for big hands, and then we'll exhaust. Do I want to exhaust or just swing for 1? No, we're gonna exhaust Embiggen to do the 5, so that's gone. Then we're exhausted. No, we're not gonna exhaust. Pull that back. Oh, actually, we're not gonna use Suit. We use Martial Prowess. We're gonna attack for 1 to take this out. This goes to him. This will get removed, which is gonna flip to this. Permanent, so it's 10. It's going to be 15, and then when the last threat is removed from the scheme, the players escape and win the game. So this is going to have 15 on it. We're going to discard Polymer Suit, or we're going to exhaust Polymer Suit and discard Brawn for Sneak By. And then we're going to exhaust this to do 5 from here. And then we're going to discard Tigra and Dropkick for another Sneak By to do 3 off of here. Putting it at 7. Okay. That's fine. Okay, and we're going to keep wiggle room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we would have won if that life-size decoy didn't come up, but we should be fine next round. Okay, so at threat, he's going to hit for 1, 2, 3. We're going to wiggle room that to draw the card and take no damage. Since he attacked and damaged, we didn't do that effect, but we have 2 encounter cards coming because of that, so... Okay, so hopefully we don't get another decoy again. Partnership of Pain, oh gosh. The villain with the highest attack activation order attacks you with attack, X attack, where X is the equal to the total attack of all their villains in play. So the lowest activation order, so he's going to attack for 3. Oh my gosh. I'm going to die. I guess I'm going to defend. So 3... Put this minion in play. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 damage. Oh my goodness. Discard the top 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to move over to Craven, and we're going to flip this over. Like, oh my gosh. All right. This has just extended the life of this longer than I was wanting it to. Okay. Okay, what do we want to do here? That is rough. I'm barely hanging on. We may have to flip down. These life decoys are really killing my vibe. We'll Polymer Suit and Helicarrier for big hands. Then we'll exhaust and big in. To do 6 damage to Electro. Wait a minute, hold on. We may be able to work this out. Or I do 4 damage. No, 6 damage to Electro. We'll do 6 damage to Electro, that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. Then we're going to discard Strength and exhaust Martial Prowess for Dropkick to do 4 damage to Craven. And then he's stunned and we're going to draw a card. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Can we make this work? It's like I need 1 more resource. If I discard these 2... I could deal 2 damage to him, draw the card. Oh shoot, we win. No, we don't win. Yeah, we win. Okay. We're going to press the advantage and discard press the advantage to deal 2 damage to an enemy, and if the enemy is stunned or confused, we draw a card. So we're going to deal 2 damage to him. He's stunned. We're going to draw the card. This is going to remove 4 threat from here. And again, it removes threat. It's not thwarting it. So that's going to put us at 3 left because we were at 7. And then the activation is going to move to Electro, but he's gone. We're going to flip down, exhaust Nakia, and discard exhaust Nakia and discard Valkyrie for Spider-Girl. When she comes in, she stuns and confuses a minion. And then we're going to attack with Spider-Girl to deal the rest of the damage, remove the rest of the threat off of that. Oh, goodness. Oh, yes, because yes, this says you can't thwart them, but we're removing threat. So that was the way to do it. Holy cow, that was rough. We had 1 health left. But that's going to be it. That was a pretty crazy and fun playthrough. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much. Miss Marvel's so fun. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.